What's going on, football fans, USFL fans alike? I am here with Mr. Darius Stills. Darius, how we doing tonight, man?
Doing good. How are you?
I am great, man. Thank you so much for joining me tonight and talking with Hype. I wanted to get you on because I know, a lot of the fans out there, especially the Stallion fans, they're excited to see you. I've watched so much of your tape, so many highlights. Both you and your brother are just unbelievable. So,
Appreciate it.
no, definitely, man. It's just exciting to have you on. So I wanted to start really quick. I want to jump it off and get into it. So West Virginia, Fairmount Senior High.
Yep.
You had a really great career there as well. 191 tackles, 44 tackles for a loss, and then you committed to West Virginia University, so WVU. How was your time there in high school?
It was pretty good. Really didn't start focusing, I say, on football until my junior year, just because you can't really talk to players like that. And also, no one really went D1. No one actually ever went D1 out of Fairmont, so we really didn't know that the path to go that far. So until we actually started to see it, but it was good. As soon as we figured out we wanted to play college football at West Virginia, we decided to turn up a little bit, and that's when it all started.
Definitely. Now, was your brother playing with you in high school at all, or was he? I know he's a couple years younger than you.
Yeah, he played. He's only a year behind me, but
okay, only a year.
I just like doing that.
No, that's all right.
Yeah, so he's only a year behind, but just the way the time he has the last couple of years, it seems like he's further back than what he is. But yeah, we played together all high school. He was a freshman, I was a sophomore, so we just played until then. Yeah, so.
All right, now jumping to college. I was watching. I posted on Twitter as well. Your highlight from I think 2019, and you had the Baylor head coach up there on the podium, and he's fearing you guys, like number 55, number 56. So he knew who you guys were, and it just goes to show how much talent you guys put on that defense, and how much fear you put into the other guys, man, playing on the other side of you.
Oh yeah, I mean, just you got to go out there and play the game how it's supposed to be played. And honestly, him saying that meant a lot to Dante and I, because we try our best to be at best ball players we could be, and just getting that recognition from Matt Rule it's a blessing for sure.
Oh, absolutely. I wanted to get it out there because I'm like, if you guys don't know who the Still brothers are, you got to definitely check this out right here, because it was a nice hype video too. So jump into your college career. You played in 21 total games in your first 2 years at West Virginia University. You recorded 13 tackles, 1 sack. Then you became, the starter of the junior year in 2019. You recorded 46 tackles, 7 sacks. Prior to your senior season, you were also selected to the Big 12 preseason Defensive Player of the Year. So that's definitely a big deal right off the bat.
Yeah, definitely a surprise. I mean, especially just getting all the rewards. I never really played for like awards or anything. I would just play I love football. And my first 2 years at West Virginia, it was really rough because I didn't play that much. Well, my freshman year, I played like 5 games, but I really didn't make an impact. My sophomore year, played, like I said, 12. I think all of the games, just only had like 12 tackles, I think. And my career sack came my last game, my sophomore year for Syracuse in the bowl game. And then, coaching staff changed going into my junior year. We had Dana Holgerson my first 2 years, and then Neil Brown the last 2. When Neil Brown came in, his scheme, he brought in a defensive coordinator that allowed me to actually play how I wanted to play. My first 2 years, it was a 3-front defense, and I played nose guard. I was still that finesse nose guard. I would swim, do whatever. But just I had like the linebackers, to help them out by taking on blocks. But then my junior years, when Neil Brown came, brought his guys, and we switched to a 4-front, and I was allowed to really just play how I play, and that's when I broke out, honestly.
Nice. Now, looking it over as well, you did spend some time in the NFL. You signed on with the Raiders and the Chiefs. How was that time? Like, how was that experience?
Oh, it was awesome. Definitely a dream come true. I got released. I ended up breaking my finger a day before the preseason game, the first one, and I had to miss that first game. And then played the Rams the following week. I had surgery actually, I think the day after the Seahawks game, and then ended up playing versus the Rams that following week with the club. I had a club in my right hand. Ended up talking to Mike Mayock and trying to make us a deal whether to stay or take a settlement and to get better back home. So I chose to take the settlement and got released from the Raiders, and then missed that whole year, tried to recover my finger. And honestly, it's just a little finger, but you need everything. You need your hands.
Yeah, you do.
Couldn't grab or anything, and that took a while just to get my grip back. And then January of this year, I signed with the Chiefs. I was fighting herniated disc. I have herniated disc. Well, I did actually, and ended up taking. I was taking epidural for like every 6 months, just trying to fight, fight that pain. But then I got to a point where I was just in pain, even on the epidural. So
Mm-hmm.
the Chiefs and ended up hurting my back there. Got released, and then honestly, I talked to the GM there. He was like, "Well, honestly, do you want to get released to get better? You're a great football player, but just your back, you can't do nothing simply just because your back was messed up." And I got to where I couldn't even bend down, touch my knees. Like it was just, I couldn't stand up in the shower. It was just a lot of stuff. That's how bad it got. And got released from the Chiefs to have surgery. And I had surgery May 27th, and I'm good now, fully ready. I'm ready to come down to Birmingham and
Yeah, man.
So
You definitely look ready. Definitely look ready. But I mean, of course, the injuries and things like that, you need to be 100%.
yeah.
You need all the digits to be working. You need everything to be at 100%. So I understand that. But I want to jump into the whole Stallions thing. How did that come about? Did somebody contact you, or was it through an agency? How did that signing come about?
So I got followed on Twitter from a scout named Zachary Potter.
Oh yeah, Zach. Yeah.
Yeah. So he hit my
GM.
asking me, my information, blah blah, and then for the last like 2 months, I'd say we've been texting, just building a relationship, and I wanted to sign with Birmingham then, but then my agent was like, you got the XFL, just weigh your options out, But during that whole XFL process, I was still talking to Zach,
Mm-hmm.
and relationships are really big for me, and I like to know that I'm going to a situation where I'm comfortable in, and they truly want me there. So after the XFL draft didn't get picked up. And then, I didn't get drafted. I say they were going to pick me up, like them like free agent type deals after. But
Yeah, like a supplemental type thing or something like
yeah,
that.
you know what? I've been building this relationship with this scout for the last couple of months, and I'm just going to go here in Birmingham. At the end of the day, I never got released off talent at all. It was just because the injuries I had were very unfortunate, and the timing was just bad. So I'm ready to come down to Birmingham and show them what's up. Got a lot of fire.
No, definitely, and I'm excited just being a fan of the USFL, of course, and just seeing you get on the field. But Zach is a good guy. He's the GM for the Stallions, and it took a little while for it to be officially announced, but it was well deserved for him to get that GM spot because he's a hard worker. I talked to him a few times, but you talk about building relationships, and I think that's what the USFL is all about, and that's what we're about as well with the USFL network. We talk to so many players and things like that, and that's what it's all about. We're about the players. We're not about all that other stuff. This is what I enjoy. The one-on-one talking to you, something like that, and it's relationship building is key in football. I think you can always you always have that opportunity or option, but like you said, if you're about building relationships, then this is really where you want to be. And then you got a good team. You with the Stallions, man. I talked to a lot of guys on the Stallions. One of my good friends now, he just had a baby. Bobby Holly is a fullback. I talk to him every day. He's a good friend. He's a great guy to talk to. Definitely hit him up. All the guys on the Stallions are really nice. They're really good guys. So, I mean, your background, Dad was a NFL pro for what, I think 10 years, Pro Bowler. So I'm assuming, your path, it's all tied in, WVU. Of course, your dream, of course, is to one day enter the NFL. You're still, I think you're what, 24, right?
Yeah.
Young man, of course. I wish I was that young. I feel so old. I'm 38. So,
yeah,
I mean,
makes you feel any better. My body feels very old. So,
yeah, definitely. No. So, I mean, we're really excited to see you, see what you can do. I know you can do amazing things in the field. So, so my next question, as far as like, when it comes to like the USFL, have you had any contact or anything with anyone as far as like the team other than Zach?
Nah,
Nothing.
nobody. It's just mainly the Stallions. I've had a couple teammates I've had at West Virginia. Played, Keith Washington played. I don't know what the team name, but they're blue and white. He played for them. I don't know their team name, and then really that's about it. I know Lamont Wade. He plays in it. He's one of my like friends, not teammate. But other than that, just the Stallions. They only team really.
So, I mean, you know that there's going to be more than one hub, of course, and you're going to be traveling. You're going to have that, that experience of traveling. We have Memphis right now as well. So, how do you feel about that? Because with the whole hub situation, because NFL, of course, you're all over the place. You're traveling constantly. So, how do you feel about like the hub situation?
So I'm not really too familiar with that. So can you talk about that more? Because I'm not
Yeah,
really.
yeah. So as of right now, season one, of course, all 8 teams they were in Birmingham, in the hub. They played between Protective Stadium and Legion Field. They were all in like the same area. They can be either in the hotel together or, some branched out and got apartments and things like that, so they can, get away from the whole hotel life. But season two, they announced the Memphis hub, which would be the Southern hub, shared with Houston right now as well. So it would be like um, Memphis, Birmingham, Houston. All the Southern teams in one hub, and then the other hub would be the other four. So it's going to be broken up. So you guys will have home and away games. And Memphis is unbelievable as far as the stadium, things like that. So
I played in my Liberty Bowl game versus Army.
Yeah.
I like the stadium.
Yeah, so I think they've done some upgrades too. So it's going to be. I mean, I'm just excited for season two. I'm more excited to see you, to see you get on the field, get on that gridiron, get back in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to get you on here and introduce the USFL fans and the Stallion fans, who Darius is.
Oh yeah.
So what are you looking forward to going into it?
I'm looking forward to just going in there healthy minded, healthy bodied, and I'm like young, man, I'm getting hyped talking about it. Just ready to unleash what I got, man. Like I said, I never got released in the NFL because of talent. I played in camp. I was making plays every day in camp. I know I could play there, so I'm gonna go in the USFL and just go crazy. I mean, I'm be defensive lineman of the year. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling all these fans listening because I mean I've done it before. I'm gonna do it again. And my back's fully healthy. I'm not going to football with that in the back of my head no more. My back's good. My finger's good. I'm ready to go in there and show somebody what's up. So just be on the lookout.
Let's definitely stamp that, man. Absolutely. I'm excited, man, because like I said, I watched so much of your highlights and so much tape. It's just like, I cannot wait to see this guy, man. I can't wait to see him actually, get on this field. So let's go ahead and step away from football. Now, I'm assuming you're training and things like that, each and every day. What are you doing as far as training? Is it at home or are you going to facilities or?
So I've actually been fortunate enough to, have a place where Dante and I stayed at Morgantown whenever I was here. So he still stays here. So I've been staying in the apartment we lived in the stadium. We can literally see the stadium from where I live at. So I go there every day, use what I got to do over there. Basically, it seems like honestly I'm a player there because, just what I could just do freely and stuff like that. So like I said, I'm very fortunate enough to have a weight room, have a training staff that allows me to recover and do all that stuff. So that's where I'm training in Morgantown.
Nice. All right. So what is Darius doing when he's not thinking about football or training?
So I'm on the video game. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad. All right. So what are you playing?
So I play Fortnite. Fortnite, Madden, 2K, Call of Duty. So I play really it all. But I've been on Fortnite a lot lately. I kind of get on these spurts of I'll play one game for a while and then I'll just get sick and tired of it. And then I'll just go somewhere else. I was on Call of Duty for like a year, and now I'm on Fortnite. So, yeah. I also, funny things, I bought a PS5 when I got released from the Raiders because I had a lot of free time for the first time in my life. So I didn't know what to really do. So I bought a PS5, and that's really helped me out. So, yeah, whenever I'm not doing football, I'm playing the game.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely got to connect because I'm on the PS5 as well. Call of Duty Warzone 2. I prestige all the way to 250. So, all I'm doing is trying to max out weapons now. That's all I can do. So it's like, all right, I got to wait for season 2 now. I just blew through it. So it's trying, different games and things like that. But I'm always on Call of Duty. I enjoy it. I play with some of the USFL guys as well.
Definitely get your gamer tag. We can play.
Oh, sure. Yeah, definitely. All right. So other than video games, what are you watching right now?
Honestly, I had the TV on in the background, but I don't really watch TV. I get on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? TikTok be taking them hours away quick. But
same thing with my wife, man. My daughter's the same way. TikTok is life, man. Once you start scrolling, you're in that zone. and then she'll get like that, hey, are you okay type thing, you know,
Yeah.
like,
They'd be like,
do you need a break?
too long. I'm like, hey, my girlfriend and I actually got that same video at the same time last night. It was like 2 in the morning. I think we were on TikTok still, and it said that we need to go to bed. We've been on too long. It's the same exact video at the same time. So that's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So where can everyone find you? I know you have Instagram, you have Twitter. What are your handles?
On Instagram, my handle is Darius_Stills 56, and on Twitter, it's just Darius Stills 56. You know, I got Snapchat too, but I don't really be on Snapchat.
Yeah.
But just Instagram and Twitter is where I'm at.
Okay. All right. So you know, I didn't want to be too long because I know you're a busy man, but a busy man, I apologize. At the end, we call this the end zone with the USFL network. You know, we give the player, the athlete, the floor, any shout outs, anything you want to go ahead and say to close it out, anything that's on your mind. I know you said, you know, you're going to be defensive player of the year, things like that already. So that's already out there. But I mean, any shout outs, things like that somebody can be watching, and you know,
Shoot,
the floor is yours.
I'm gonna just say shout out to the creator above, man, for putting me through all this hard shit, making me build as a person. And I'll say just thank you for everybody still believing me. You know, I've been out for the last 2 years. You know, there's people that loved me solely for football, and I figured that out. I figured a lot of stuff out on the way. But I just want to thank God, man. Thank for him for putting me in a position to grow as a person and to be a better football player, and give me an opportunity to become join a fan base and a football team like the Stallions. So very excited to just get rolling. I'm gonna give it all I got. I got a daughter on the way, extra motivation. So I'm gonna just go there, just kill it. Simple as that.
No, definitely. Darius, man, I want to thank you so much for coming on tonight. I know we tried a couple of times, but thank you. And we're excited to see you in Birmingham in the USFL. And so is your following. As soon as I tweeted that out, man, it blew up like quick. Yeah. You know, as soon as I tagged you, retweeted, I'm like, wow, this dude let me check him out really quick. Because, we try, and every signing that we see, we throw up a graphic, you know what I mean? And as soon as it started to catch something, I'm like, all right, I definitely got to look into Darius. And the first thing popped up was that 2019 highlight video, you and Dante. I'm like, and then you see Baylor head coach on the podium, like number 55, number 56, like, talking about you guys, like, that's just, of course, an honor,
Like, my my mom was very excited. You're like, oh, the coach did that. But I'm like, I'm in complete shock. You feel me? I'm like, I was after the game. I had 3 sacks, 10 tackles at that game. It was on Halloween night. And he said that after the game, and I'm sitting here like, yo, like, I mean, I get it. Like, I knew, say people think we're good, but I'm like, there's a coach that's saying this, and he's about to be an NFL guy. So I'm like, it's really, really means a lot. And
yeah, it's definitely mind blowing.
Yeah, it really is for real.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Darius, definitely stay on. I'm going to go ahead and wrap the show up, but I want to thank you so much for coming on. Definitely look for Darius, 2023 Defensive Player of the Year. He already called it, so it's on, man. It's on.
Yep.
Stamp it. Let's go.
Stamp it, clip it down, right? You know what I'm saying? Remember it, whatever you got to do.
Whatever we got to do, definitely. This has been Talking with Hype. Darius Stills. Look for him, Birmingham Stallions 2023 Defensive Player of the Year. Stamp it. Let's go. Have a good night, everybody.